Oh my gosh. So, hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming, here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video, and I am sat here just currently mind blown. We have just had a stream from EW revealing not only a brand new map, a brand new great one, a brand new weapon, and a brand new weapon customization system, but a whole ton of other stuff as well. New England Mountains is going to be the next new reserve for the Hunter Call of the Wild. And not only that, we're getting a Great One Moose, we're getting a 50 cal modern muzzleloader. Oh man, I can't believe what I've just heard. And we're getting the ability to customize our guns with camos, paints, wraps. I am just absolutely mind blown right now. So that's what this video is going to be. This is going to be a recap of the stream, obviously taking a look at the trailer here for the new map, and we're just going to be taking a look at everything that was shown off, and I'm going to be talking about it because I need to express how excited I am for this. I just can't believe what just got revealed. There is some absolutely incredible stuff coming in this update, and I just don't know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. There's so much cool stuff. Obviously, huge news, Great One Moose. That's going to be awesome. But on the new map, there are going to be black bear and whitetail as well as the moose. So you'll have the ability to hunt 3 great ones simultaneously if you want to. Oh man, I cannot believe this. So we're going to start off, other than me rambling here, we're going to start off with a couple of clips of Jaxie Beard going through what is going to be in this update, all of the new stuff, the backfill that's coming to some reserves with some animals being added to new reserves, such as Grey Wolves to Medved. So I'll let him explain all of that, as I think he did a fantastic job on stream, and also let him show you the brand new muzzleloader as well, and then I will catch up with you just after that and we'll talk about absolutely everything.
So, with the addition of New England Mountains, we have the Granite update alongside it. Now, the Granite update, for some, might be the star of the show. This is bringing 60 FPS to our very good friends on our next generation consoles, such as the PS5, the Xbox Series X and S. We are backfilling reserves with multiple species, giving hunters plenty of reasons to revisit their old favorite spots in search of new prey. If you already have a previously released reserve, you want to give your weapons a unique flavor, well, you're in luck because we're giving all hunters 2 themed cosmetics for each reserve with this launch, which they already own. 1 paint and 1 camo. This includes the 2 reserves in the base game. So everybody gets a little something here, and that's the Granite update. Now, with New England Mountains, we've loaded it up. First and foremost, you have an action-packed map with a pretty cool rundown of species. There's well, let's just go through the list one more time so everybody has the same info at hand. If I could just, oh, my computer's causing me causing me stress. Here we go. Coming to the reserve, you can expect the ringneck pheasants, the northern bobwhite quail, the eastern wild turkey, the golden eye, the mallards, green-winged teal, eastern cottontail rabbits, the common raccoon, coyote, red fox, gray fox, bobcats, white-tailed deer, black bear, and moose. 3 great ones to scratch those grinders' itch. If you don't want to get involved in the grinds, let it happen naturally. You will have many opportunities to work over this map. Once again, a quick listing of the backfilled animals, because I know a lot of you are very excited about this. Hirschfelder gets the pheasants. Leighton gets the turkey. Medved Tiger gets the gray wolf and caper callies. Africa is, and let me confirm on this one for next week. I'm going to stop right there because I actually have it on 2 lists, and I know there were big considerations with this. Parquet Fernando is getting the EU teal. Yukon Valley is getting the Canada goose. Quattro Colinas gets the ringneck pheasants. Silver Ridge Peaks is getting the black-tailed deer. I'm really excited about that, to get black-tail on more maps. We've got Tierra Aurora with the Mallards. Rancho del Aurora, Mexico is getting the pronghorns. Mississippi gets the green winged teal. And Finland, Reventuli, is staying exactly as is because the map is just pretty fantastic and it's pretty new. We aren't doing any full map resets. The resets that we have, or the resets that we have coming right now, are specifically the moose, as we mentioned, and I think you understand the reasoning for that, with them coming in as a new great one with and you're all gonna have to find it, but there were some incredible variations, like incredible. The feedback was so great from the black bear. I think our team went a little overboard. If there's such a thing, you're gonna have to check those out. So the moose are getting population resets on Leighton, Medved, Yukon, and Finland, Mouflon on Quattro Colinas, and then Mountain Lion on Silver Ridge Peaks. It is something that needs to happen. Coming out, we'll go through, and you know, we're just gonna go right to it. Take that in for a second. No, just take that in for a second. The Kerman F50 Calll is a modern inline muzzle-loading rifle barreled in the ever-popular 50 caliber. It's the perfect firearm for hunters who want both the added challenge of taking game with a muzzleloader and the safety and comfort features of a modern firearm. Come on, Matt. Come on. I have loved our muzzleloader since it first came to the game. And by popular demand, we have our next iteration. Oh, and I can't wait to pull the trigger on this one. Is this what we're looking at? Is this our new Sabot bullet? Sabot bullet. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Are we ready? Let's get the sound up. And let's pull the scope off. Take a look at the irons. We've got nice visuals down the line. And let's hear it. Okay. Okay. Let's see it. As you would expect. As you would expect. One shot to make it count, my friends. One shot to make it count. I think this will be a widely used weapon. We're not going to go into details. We'll go into details more next week.
So there you will have heard some absolutely incredible news about what is coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild with this brand new update, with this brand new map. But right here, we get to take a look at one of my favourite things that is coming with this update. Look at this. Gun customization finally coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild. This is mind-blowingly cool. I am so incredibly happy about this. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when this got shown on stream. This is fantastic, and I hope that we only get to see more options, more sprays, more camos, more paints, more everything for this, because this is awesome. This is really awesome. This is going to mean that you can make your weapon look the way you want it to. So when you're in multiplayer, or, you know, playing with friends, or even just playing on your own, your weapon is yours, and it's not just one that you've just bought from the store. It is your rifle or your weapon, and it's customized how you like it, and that is so fantastic to finally see this as a feature. I mean, it's amazing, and also the 3D view is gorgeous. That is going to be so fantastic, as Jaxie mentioned, for showing off new weapons and stuff. Oh, as a creator, this is just the most exciting thing. I am absolutely buzzing about this. And I'm absolutely buzzing about the new reserve. Now, I have to admit, when Jaxie actually did the whole list of species that's going to be on the new reserve, I was a little bit like, okay, no sort of really new species. There is the green-winged teal, and I want to make this very clear. The green-winged teal is actually different to the Eurasian teal. They basically got split from how they were identified and classified a little while ago, so they are actually two separate things, but it's very similar to the Eurasian teal. So I was like, okay, so nothing really brand new, not a really unique new species or anything. Interesting. And then just everything else started getting announced, and suddenly I can understand why. This is going to be insane. I honestly am very, very surprised. Now, Jaxie Beard was talking about backfill to older maps, such as Medved, Vahonga, everything except Revontuli Coast. And at one point he said Greater Kudu might be coming to Vahonga Savannah. And apparently he was a little confused as there was 2 lists that he had about what species were going to be added to what maps, so he wants to confirm that. But they're even just thinking about the possibility of having Greater Kudu on Vahonga has me just so incredibly excited. So I really hope that that gets confirmed as being correct, and that we do see the Greater Kudu coming to Vahonga, because I will just absolutely I can't. I'm just so excited about this. I am absolutely pumped. And of course, I can't go any further without talking about it. Great One Moose. Now, I mentioned it already in the video, but I need to just talk about it, because Great One Moose. We have all been wanting to see Great One Moose, let's be honest. Since Great Ones were, starting to be a thing, a lot of people have been requesting a Great One Moose, just because how cool would a Great One Moose look? And we're hearing that at least 5 different fur types for the Great One Moose. That sounds incredible. I am so stoked to see what they've done with it. I loved what they did with the Great One Black Bear, so thinking about what they might have done with the moose is incredible. Also hearing during the stream that certain animals have gotten remasters. Moose are apparently getting a complete rework, which is interesting to me, seeing as they got a bit of a remodel with the last update. So I'm wondering if it's going to be like antler remodels and stuff like that. I'm very curious to see what else they can do. Whitetail are getting a remodel, and you can actually see a little bit of that there in the loading screen where you have the Great One Whitetail walking through the woods. That looked like it had the new model to me, and I have wanted to see a new model for Whitetail in Call of the Wild for such a long time. And red fox are also getting a remodel. A species that so desperately needed a remodel is getting it with this update. I can't even. There's just so much content coming with this update. It's so much more than a new map. Now, I am a little disappointed that we're not seeing a lot of unique new species, but I can understand when we're getting a lot of really needed things like reworks, the gun customization and everything else, plus a new Great One which takes a lot of work as well. This is honestly brilliant, in my opinion. I think it is absolutely brilliant. And I'm very excited to see, with the backfill of animals onto older maps, how that changes things. Grey Wolves on Medved, and the Capercaillie on Medved as well. That's going to be really cool. Now, Blacktail Deer on SRP was quite a controversial one from what I was seeing in stream, as apparently it's not exactly where you would usually see Blacktail, so that one was getting some very positive responses because, Blacktail on a new map, finally. But also, yeah, I can very much see it's not their normal environment, so a little bit of an interesting choice to put Blacktail on that map. And I do side more with that's an interesting decision to put Blacktail on SRP of all things, but I will be glad to see them on a new map. I'm very glad to see Pronghorn being added to Rancho del Arroyo. That's a very, very cool thing. But yeah, the Blacktail is one that I think is going to be sort of a big difference of opinion between a lot of the community. And I'm somewhere in the middle because, I am excited to see them on a new map. I really do like the Blacktail, and I hope they get some much needed fixes and changes as well during this. But at the same time, yeah, it's not really a Blacktail sort of environment, so we'll have to see how that one actually goes. Overall, I was very pleased to see a lot of people being very excited about this in the stream. This was a really cool thing to see everyone being so hyped up about this entire update. And this update, I think, is summarised by it's so much more than a new map. I think the new map itself looks really beautiful, even though today we didn't get to see a whole lot of it. I hope that we'll be getting some nice drink zones for black bear, whitetail and moose, seeing as Great One grinding seems like it's going to be a huge thing on this map. But yeah, like I said, it's so much more than just a new map. And I am just completely blown away by it. There was just more and more and more. And then it got finished off with the gun customization. But I can't go any further without talking a little bit about that brand new muzzleloader. And because it's a modern muzzleloader, Jaxie Beard was actually able to put the Hyperion scope on it. Now that makes me wonder, will we be able to put the Argus scope on it? I am itching to go and try all this out, because if you can put the Argus scope on it, that's probably going to be a gun that I carry a lot. I love muzzleloaders. I think they're really, really cool. I just love how they work. I love actually shooting them in the hunting games that I play. So if we can have a muzzleloader with a really good scope, like the Argus scope, or even the Hyperion, you know, that's still a really good scope. You know, that's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And there's been a lot of requests for a modern muzzleloader, so that is really awesome. There's just so many awesome things. So many awesome things. And yeah, getting bobcats on another map. Very cool to see. I've been considering doing a bobcat grind for a long time. I'd really like to get an albino and a melanistic. Maybe now with them being on yet another map that I'll have a bit more of a chance to actually get one. And I will just put on screen right now, again, the full list of species that is coming with this new map. Like I said, the only sort of new one is the green-winged teal, but it is very similar to the Eurasian teal. I mean, superficially, they look very similar, but they are actually considered distinct species. So it is going to be a new species. If they call it the green-winged teal, that will actually be a different species to the Eurasian teal. So that will be definitely interesting to see in game and how they've actually tackled that. I'll be interested to see if the bobcats are any different, because the bobcats we have in game at the moment are the Mexican bobcat, and obviously this isn't Mexico, so I wonder if they will just be called bobcat and be basically the exact same, just without the Mexican name, basically, is what I'm wondering. There's a lot that I just can't wait to find out. Now, hopefully, we should be seeing some gameplay, I think, from what Jaxie was saying very, very soon. We only got to see him running from, you know, like, the lookout tower to an outpost, etc. today, so we didn't really get to see a whole lot of the map itself, but I'm really hopeful that we'll be seeing that soon, and I'm very, very excited about that. And of course, I will be doing updates as we get more information about this. It was just overwhelming. So much today. No one expected this. I know they said they were going to do a special stream this Thursday, but I was thinking maybe we'd get a teaser or a clue or something. Not a full-on, here's a map reveal, basically. Here's a new great one. Here's a new gun. Here's a new gun customization system. Oh, and we're going to backfill a load of maps, and we're going to remodel a lot of species. It's just insane. I am so incredibly excited for this, and I am so excited to hear what you all think of this. How excited are you about a Great One Moose? How excited are you to see all of these new changes, updates, additions, everything? I can't even with how much stuff there is actually in this. And I feel like I've rambled a lot during this video, but I think this is genuinely probably the biggest update they've had in quite a long time. And to see 15 species on this map is, again, really nice. I know we saw 19 on Revontuli, but it is nice to see maps with more diversity on them rather than less. So when you compare it to something like Medved that currently only has 6 species, and that's going to get bumped up again with the Grey Wolf and the Capercaillie, I just think they've done a really good job with this, and I can definitely see, even, you know, from what we've seen so far, that there's going to have been a lot of work put into this update. Now, I don't know at this stage if I will be getting early access. I know that Jaxie Beard said about partnered creators getting their hands on this, so if I do get early access, you will definitely be able to see content from me on this if I do get my hands on it. Like I said, no idea if I will be. Hopefully I will. I would love to be able to show this off and go through everything in a lot more detail, take a look at absolutely everything basically under a magnifying glass, because yeah, I'm very, very excited about this. And I was wanting to do another Great One grind, and I was wondering if we would see another Great One soon, so knowing that we've got the Moose Great One coming, I think I might save up that sort of eagerness to grind maybe and just go straight into the moose grind, because that's going to be really fun, I think. Revontouli's great for moose as it is, and maybe this map will be even better, I don't know. We'll have a few different maps to choose from, so that'll be really nice. And 5 different fur types, like I mentioned, as Jaxiebeard said, and apparently they look incredible, so that's going to be really awesome, and I wonder what they're going to look like. I can imagine so many different cool things for the moose. I mean, it's a moose. They're pretty cool. And I can't go any further with talking about moose before I mention that something that Jaxiebeard said has been added with this update is that moose will now go aggressive. They are going to be much more aggressive, so more similar to like the Hunter Classic, where they will go aggressive. Jaxiebeard said they're not going to be as spooky as they were before, where they'll just spook and run away. They will actually come and face you, which I think is awesome. Really love seeing behavioural changes like that. Obviously, we had one recently with the Calll where they made them go aggressive, and I think that is awesome. It's such a great feature. So knowing that moose are actually going to be able to go like more aggressive now, I think that's absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see that. Imagine if you find a Great One moose and then you can get it to go aggressive. That's going to be a goal for me. I tried it with the Great One Black Bear, didn't get it to happen with my first one. Maybe at some point I'll get it to happen with another one, as that is definitely something that I want to go for, and maybe this will be the map for it, even though they are changing the times on SRP for mountain lions, so black bear grinding should be better on that map again, so maybe I'll end up grinding on there. Who knows? There's just so much. There's just so much with this. I cannot actually believe it. Aggressive moose, though, I think is going to be very, very cool. They are known for being quite aggressive at times in real life, and I will definitely be excited to see that in game. There's just so much, is basically my thoughts after watching this stream. So yeah, if you want to go and watch the full stream, I will link it down in the description. Definitely head over there and show them some love, and share your thoughts about this, because I think this is going to be insane for the Call of the Wild community. This is going to be such a big update, and I cannot wait to hear everyone's reactions, because I feel like this is just going to cause such a huge amount of hype in the community. I can already feel it. It's just going to be really, really cool. I know that even just the Great One moose, if that was the only thing that got announced today, the hype would be amazing. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. But taking a look at the map, and the layout of the map is very interesting. Lots of water bodies, so that's going to be interesting in terms of grinding. You can see we have quite big rivers going around the map and one through the middle, so that's going to be interesting in terms of drink zones and how you're going to sort of deal with grinding when there's that much water on the map. That's definitely going to be an interesting one to see how that's actually laid out in terms of where certain species drink. Of course, we have several lakes scattered about as well. It looks like a really nice map in terms of layout. It's definitely very different. It looks like there might be some agricultural areas. Kind of reminds me of areas of Hirschfelden, Leighton and Revontouli all mixed up in one map. And the environment detail certainly reminded me of that as well when looking at the trees and the foliage. Definitely some different aspects of those maps in this one. But yeah, I'm just very interested, like I said, in how grinding on this map will actually be because of the amount of water that is on this map. How many animals are going to be making use of like the entire map. Say if whitetail drink across the entire map, that's going to be then a little bit more challenging to grind for them when you have to manage dealing with all of those drink zones. So yeah, definitely going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to actually check it out. Now hopefully it won't be too long until we actually get to see this update going live and get our hands on the new map. Normally we get new maps in June and December, and it's already the 10th of November today, so if this releases early December, hopefully it's not going to be too long until we actually get to go and play on this map, because yeah, I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait, and yeah, I will definitely be grinding for a Great One moose the day this drops, seeing as there's not really too many new species to go after. If we get the Greater Kudu, that will definitely be a new one, and the Green Winged Teal will definitely be a new one, but it's not as many as when Revontouli dropped, so because there won't be a whole lot of like brand new species to go after, I think I'll probably go straight into grinding for a Great One moose on whichever map that seems to be the best one. So that is going to be something I'm definitely very excited for. I am ready for the sleepless nights and all the hard work that of course comes with grinding for a great one. Now, I actually ended up finding some very interesting pictures on Steam that actually give us a little bit of a look at the reworked red fox and whitetail. So here you can see an image with the red fox there walking in the grass in the middle, and when you actually zoom in on it, you can see that we have a much fluffier and better looking fox. That is a just incredible improvement on the model. Even though it's not the best look at it, I can already tell that that model is 110% better than what we have in game at the moment. That looks like a red fox. That doesn't look like anything we have in game at the moment, and I cannot wait to see what the red fox look like with these brand new models. I think that is going to be so awesome. Red fox are such a beautiful animal in real life, and I'm so glad to see that hopefully they're getting some better representation in game. Now, moving on to whitetail, and we have this image where you can see a great one there walking amongst these beautiful trees, all of those beautiful fallen leaves, absolutely stunning environment. But if you zoom in on the buck, you can see the face on that whitetail looks so much more realistic. That is insane. That look, like I said, these aren't the best looks because these are screenshots that I'm then zooming in on and cropping, but you can see the shape of that head is so much better. That is awesome. Now, this wasn't the only look that we got at the reworked whitetail, as I did mention earlier that when we were waiting for the map to load up and Jaxie was on the loading screen, there was actually a whitetail great one there, and once again, we get a look at that reworked model. That again looks so much better. Now, I wish I had better pictures to actually share, but of course these are all we've got at the moment, are these little glimpses. Now, I hope that in the future, as we get some gameplay streams, etc., that we'll actually get to see these models in, you know, full HD glory, beautiful screenshots and stuff. But at the moment, like I said, all we've got are these just tiny little sort of hints as to what they look like. But the fox model, as soon as I saw that, I was super impressed, and the same goes for the whitetail. That one from the Steam screenshot where you can see the side profile, I was like, okay, that just looks so much better, and I was very excited to actually include that in this video. I basically went through and tried to find as much as possible before putting all this together so that I could share as much information about all of this cool stuff as possible. Also on Steam, I found these really beautiful screenshots of just the general environment of the brand new map, so I will put those on screen as well so you can see just how stunning this map looks visually. I'm in love with all of the reds and the oranges, the autumn colours on the trees. Just looks absolutely stunning, and seeing the great ones walking through this environment I think is going to be really awesome, and that alone might make me want to grind on this map just purely for the absolute beauty of this map. But that is going to be it for this video, so I really hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I hope I've managed to get all of the information that was dropped in the last couple of hours into this video. I have tried, I've looked through everything, so fingers crossed it's all in here. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always, and do make sure to let me know down in the comments what you're most excited for in this update. I'm very excited to hear what everyone's thoughts are, so yeah, please feel free to leave me a comment and I'll be very excited to read them. But that is going to be it for this video, so once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.